Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals Podcast episode 143. Tonight, we're giving our top weirdest Mario power-ups and answering your community-submitted questions and topics. We're talking all of that and more. Well, greetings, fellow Nintendo pals. My name is Andross, and I am joined, as I'm joined each and every episode, by my fellow Nintendo pal, Micah.
Yep.
And this is the Nintendo Pals Podcast, the show all about Nintendo and friendship. Micah, I have to ask you, how the heck are you?
Pretty good.
That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well. I have a random question for you. All right? What are two things you would do if you woke up to find yourself completely invisible?
Man, there's so many good pranks you could play if you were invisible. I'd probably haunt someone, first of all.
Okay.
And then I'd probably seek medical help. I wouldn't want to be invisible forever.
Yeah.
Plus, there's always that classic, if your eyeballs are invisible, how are you getting light in so you wouldn't be able to see? But I'm just assuming that's not a thing in this situation.
Right. Fight crime, I think, is what I do. You know? Fantastic Four. That one
Question is,
person
are
can
your
turn
clothes
invisible.
also invisible?
Or do I have to fight crime naked?
Yeah, because I mean, if I have to hunt people naked, I don't know if I would enjoy that as much.
Yeah,
even if I'm invisible.
Yeah,
it'd
even
be
if I was
weird.
invisible, because we've both watched SpongeBob. You've seen the episode where they were invisible, and then
So they thought they were invisible, or were they
Well,
actually invisible?
they actually were until they were sprayed with water and
Oh,
found
that's
out, but they were completely naked. Then Mr. Krabs got them real good. Put him on a stage in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh no!" Yeah, that was SpongeBob's a weird show. Why were we allowed to watch that? Well, that's that. So fight crime, and then the other thing I would do is I don't know. I feel like I need to find some way to monetize it. Maybe this is a bad mentality to have. I don't want to rob a bank because I feel like that's, even if I'm invisible, that's
there aren't
still
many,
wrong.
Yeah, there aren't many invisible people, so if you could find a way to monetize it, you'd have a monopoly on the market.
Right.
So,
Right. Well, I was thinking like you could, get really big as a content creator, being invisible, doing like invisible pranks. But I think most people would be like, "Oh, that's just CG'd."
it's
The
exactly.
effects would be. So maybe it's a live show. You
This
do a
guy's
live
really
show.
good magician.
Yeah. And
That where you just punch people in the face to prove it to them.
you like try and get hired by like the FBI or something. You're like, yeah, I'm like the best agent there is because they never know I'm here.
True. But I don't know if the FBI pays all that well. But maybe they would if you were invisible.
Yeah.
Probably negotiate a good salary.
Yeah. Anywho, that's what I would do. Fight crime and make money. That's what I'm all about, man.
I mean, if you become a famous crime fighter, you probably get all sorts of sponsorships. So
This crime fighting was sponsored by
shoes.
shoes.
It'd be shoes or something.
Yeah, like Nike. Just do it. Yeah. Dude, all right. let's just go to the first segment of our show. Let's talk what you making. All right. So I am very close to finished. In fact, by the time this episode goes up, I should be done and should be posted. The Pokemon AI Invasion stream, which features you and me together playing against Twitch chat. Yeah. There is a point in the video where someone asked if we were the same person, but using a filter. And you, without hesitation, were like, yeah, a handsome filter. Here's the basic pointing at me, and then here's the handsome pointing at yourself.
I don't even remember that.
And you're so quick with it. I was like, dang, you got it.
I'm hilarious.
It's true. It's true. It's a great video, so everybody should go check that out. And then I am still putting out YouTube Shorts and TikToks every weekday on my YouTube channel and TikTok. And a lot of those are exclusive to the short format content. Like there is no YouTube video that they are from. They are made specifically for that. And there are more on the way for that. It's cool stuff. I'm very excited about it. I'm just really jazzed right now because like all of the content I'm making, I feel very proud of and feel like it's just getting better and better. But it's also taking longer and longer to make because it's getting better and better. Like my skills don't really scale with the time, if that makes sense. The times.
It just means you can do other things that also take time.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what I got going on. And I am also, for those that have not checked out my twitch.tv/Andross1, I am mid project with I playing Pokemon Scarlet, but I surprise trade my team after every gym, Titan battle, and Team Star raid. Meaning that I have a completely randomized team for every one of those events. And I don't get to train the Pokemon up. I get what I get. So it's strategizing to figure out, okay, I got this team. Where will this one be best utilized as I'm trying to clear the whole game? And I want to get a good team to clear the high-level gym leaders and raids because already it's dwindling down where I'm not having a lot of low-level option things to do, and I'm getting scared. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. So tune in for that. Every Tuesday, I'm streaming over on twitch.tv/Andross1. You got anything you want to highlight that you are working on? Any up-and-coming things?
Not so much. Still kind of moving in, getting settled.
I see you purchased a new green screen, though.
Yep, it's so fancy.
You got the same one as me, the nice pop-up one.
Yeah, it's nice. So I might stream this next Thursday. First time in like forever. See how it goes.
Did you get a desk?
I guess I did the Sans fight. Nope, I still have this cubby thing. Yeah. And I slammed my shin on it so hard before we started.
Oh, ouch. Sean Capri asks in chat, did y'all get rid of the blanket? Yes. We have upgraded. We have real green screen, pop-up green screen things now. We're moving up in the world, you know? I didn't get rid of the blanket. I still have it. You know, snuggle up with it at nighttime. Can you imagine sleeping with those green screens that are like...
Could be worse.
Like stiff.
Yeah, I mean, have you slept with a tarp? Those keep you warm.
Bring back the blanket and the names. Yes, we do need to put the names on the wall.
Oh, that's right. I did throw that away, and I'm planning on getting a new.
Yeah, we'll figure out what we're gonna do for that. Don't you worry, Patreon supporters. And
yeah,
thanks for the shout out
on the wall, right?
Yes. No. It fell down.
Wow.
It's there.
Probably right into the
but it's
litter
on.
box.
Yeah, it's like right behind the litter box, actually. But thank you for pointing this out, Sean, because this is a great time to plug our Patreon. So if you want to support the show and be a part of the shout out that we have at the end of every episode, we do a Patreon Poke Wrap. You can support the show for as little as $3 a month at patreon.com/Nintendo Pals. You also get access to Nintendo Pals Plus, the show after the show, and behind the scenes content, plus more. I don't remember what all the things are that we have on there.
Yeah.
I should know these, but I don't.
We always list
Okay.
everything we remember, and then we just say more.
And then we're like, yeah, and more. Yeah. It's a tease. We know. We know what the rewards are, but you got to go check it to find out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go look it up. Anywho, that's what we've been making. Why don't we jump over to the next segment of the show, into the Community Corner? Here in the Community Corner, we ask you to ask us questions and submit topics for discussion. And you answered the call. We got a lot of responses with questions this week. Not only from our usual places of Discord and, it was just Discord we mainly get them from, but we also occasionally get them on Twitter. But we got a bunch on Spotify. So if you're listening to this on Spotify, there is a section where you can leave us a comment, and we see those. Spotify has made that much easier to see. In fact, one of these is one that I missed because they were difficult to find, but they are no longer difficult to find. With that preamble, let's go with the first question. Micah, you can ask it.
Yeah, Presto asks, what is the best game that came out in 2015?
Oh man, this is a year. It's a
year where not very many games came out.
It's kind of a bonkers year where like some really good games came out and also some really bad games.
You should list some of those really good games that came out.
I'll go through the list I have here. You've got Majora's Mask 3D.
So we're listing the not good games first. Okay.
Xenoblade Chronicles. That was rude.
That's not even Ocarina of Time. So
that was rude.
Grief.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's kind of where it ends, actually. Oh no. Because this is the year we got Chibi Robo Ziplash. Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. That one's not bad. Triforce Heroes. And Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis Smash Tennis? What is it? What was it called for the Wii U? It's a bad Mario Tennis game.
Aces? Is that Wii? Is that Switch? Nobody knows.
It's Wii U. Aces is the Switch.
Oh.
And Mario Party 10. Like, all the party games were trash this year. Like, real bad. But this is also the worldwide release of Splatoon and Super Mario Maker. So my pick for this one is definitely Mario Maker.
Mm-hmm. That is a good one. And I'd potentially go with that. But also, Mario Maker 2 is a thing. That's super cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Because you've got games coming out.
My logic doesn't make sense.
Ultra Smash was the name of the bad Mario Tennis game.
My logic doesn't make sense because I'm going to go with Splatoon. That's my pick.
There you go.
Also, there's Splatoon 3 now.
Both
but
new.
Honorable mention to Shovel Knight.
Oh, Shovel Knight came out this year?
I think so.
I mean, I might switch to that. I mean, Shovel Knight.
The original. And then 2 years later, the Treasure Trove.
But I feel like Mario Maker. I feel like Mario Maker's got to be my pick because it's such a.
Oh, it's so good.
Such a great game. And in a lot of ways, I prefer it over 2 even now. Like 2 has a lot more content to it, but well, just the touch screen capabilities with the dual screen just worked so nice. Single screen.
If you're not a creative person and you just don't make any levels, it doesn't change anything.
That's true. Except, what about Skinny Mario? Skinny, weird, tall Mario.
I don't even remember that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, they don't have nearly the amount of power-ups. You could play as Samus. There was a Samus power-up. There
That's
was
pretty cool.
Pokemon power-ups. There was some
I
really
don't
cool
remember that at
stuff.
all.
They were like really on it with updates and stuff. So there's like pieces of that I wish had come over into 2, but they just didn't. I think the interface for the gamepad to screen was better for creating levels. So that's what I'm going to go with that one. Yeah. Honorable mention to Amiibo Festival. Absolutely terrible game. So bad. That's it.
And it's like 2 minutes behind or something. I keep getting all these comments like super late, apparently.
Yeah, Sean Capri agrees with us here in chat. He says this is a bad year. It really was. 2015 was
Hey,
the
I had a
dark
couple
times.
games. Mario Maker and Splatoon were
Yeah.
great games.
This, I think, with Sean here in chat, I think this is about the time he started podcasting. Our buddies, the Nintendo dads, started podcasting this time. Yeah. Yep. That confirms that. What a terrible time to be a Nintendo podcaster. But life gave them lemons and they made lemonade. They started If We Ran Nintendo in 2016.
So kind of a good time because they're like,
Yeah, for
Nintendo
that
should be
premise,
doing it
for
better.
that premise, shout out to Bobby, the late, the great, fantastic Bobby. Yeah, it was like, what a time. 2016 is going to be a weird one to pick what the best game was, because I mean I haven't looked at that year, but 2016 was even worse. Like 2015 was like they released a bunch of games, but there was a lot of meh. I feel like 2016 didn't have a lot because they were abandoning ship
They were giving up.
hardcore. Yeah, it's going to be 3DS carrying in that year. Hey, Pikmin.
There's some good ones.
Okay, good to hear.
Oh, there's 2 good ones. This list is very short.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. Oh, we'll get to that next week in our next topic episode. But next question here from Presto. Do you think Nintendo will switch to all digital games in future consoles?
I mean, I could see that happening at some point. I don't think they'll do that for their next console. I could see maybe the one after that. But there's still a pretty good portion of people that prefer physical.
Yeah, I think I saw a poll that was done by Sakurai on his YouTube channel that said, like, what's your preference? And the poll for Japan, digital had a higher preference, like a barely higher preference for digital. I may be just be making this up from memory here, but by far, physical preference for the US answers. Now, this is from gamers that are watching a gamer channel, right? So this isn't like it's not a good
casuals.
Yeah, it's not a good reading for the world, but there is a large audience that still likes that. And Nintendo has really stuck to their guns here. I mean, they brought back cartridges for this generation, which I think is the greatest thing ever. I vastly prefer cartridges to discs. Discs just do not last. They are so bad. Except Wii U discs are they're really soft on the edges. Those are cool. But even still, scratches and wear and tear, and disc readers just suck. They like always go bad. Cartridges is the way to go. So I hope that we just see more of that. More cartridges.
I mean, I guess I could see if they did like a digital version, but Nintendo doesn't necessarily seem like the type to do that.
Yeah. So the question is, do you think that they will switch to all digital games in future consoles? Do you think like eventually everything will be digital?
Pretty much.
So I guess
there'll be the limited runs for the really popular games in the future.
Yeah, I guess yes. Like eventually it's all going to be, maybe, I don't know. But I think there's always going to be a market for that physical good. Like look at like what you were saying. Like look at these like limited run and premium edition games. They sell limited physical editions of games that are only digitally available. there's a market for it, a big market for it, enough to make successful companies around. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna stick my stake here in the ground. I'm gonna say no. They're never gonna do it. There's always gonna be some physical way to play your game. Boom. Freedom and wheat world. Let's move on to the next question here. This one comes from Spotify. It's your turn.
Oh, I see. Asked by Ayla Bao. Hey guys, I love your podcast. I was wondering if you guys could list your top 2 Nintendo consoles. Break up the question to a two-parter. Do this one first.
Okay. Top 2 Nintendo consoles. Oh man, this is tough. I don't think this is a tough one for you. I know exactly what you're going to pick for your top 2. For me, I think I'm going to struggle with this one a bit. For sure, the Switch is number 1.
You're going to have to abandon Plock, I think.
It's tough. It's tough. I probably will go with the DS. Not the 3DS, but the DS. Because the DS had the functionality and capability to play Game Boy Advance games as well. And just had a huge library of really quality and fun games.
Yeah. Yeah, I for some reason wasn't even thinking about handhelds. But I got a little workaround for that already. So my 2 are going to be the Switch and then honorable mention to the Wii U. That actually did have
honorable mention.
Great games.
Wii U is up there for me as one of my favorite consoles.
And I mean, some games just use the dual screen so well. But I got to give it to GameCube.
What?
You could also get those attachments.
Shocker!
You could get that attachment to play Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games on it. So.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. And honestly, like that library is very unique and solid. Yeah, for me, it's between like the DS, 3DS, and Wii. I don't know. SNES is
64.
SNES is up there.
I thought sure you'd be tempted with Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time, but granted, it's the 3DS that had the remake, right?
Yeah.
So no Ocarina of Time.
Plus, no, it's on the Switch, man. We don't need it.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay, the question here is pick your 2 favorites, not pick which 2 you want to exist and the rest don't exist anymore. Those are just my 2 favorites.
Yeah, but I mean, they're usually your favorites because the games you can play on them.
Yeah, true.
I mean, if the Switch didn't have any of the games I liked, it wouldn't be on my favorites.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's a great question. And they asked another question. Ayla Bao. That's how I wanted to say that. I apologize.
Hopefully we just didn't offend
just offending you or butchering your name. I just got a Wii U very recently. Can you guys suggest a good Mario game? I got my eyes on Toad. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker?
Which is a good one.
That is a good one. But it's also available on Switch.
All of it during like the game trial they had.
Yeah. So Mike and I were talking in the pre-show here that so many Mario games on the Wii U have been ported to Switch with better versions.
Yeah.
So it's hard to suggest a good Mario game because
Mario Kart 8 and 3D World.
Don't get Mario Kart 8 on Wii U. There's no point.
Yeah.
Get that on Switch.
That's what I'm saying. Those have better versions on the Switch.
Yeah.
Probably get them pretty cheap. But yeah, I couldn't really come up with a good, because even Mario Maker, I think Mario Maker 2 is superior, or at least there's still people playing it.
There's enough. Yeah, there's enough there to make it, at the very least, equal in value. Good Mario.
Nintendo Land has potentially the best Mario.
Mario versus Donkey Kong Tipping Stars LPD says in chat. Is that a real thing? Did you just make that up? I have never heard that title. That's a real thing. That's for the 3DS, though. Is that available on the Wii U? I know the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series, but Tipping Stars. What a weird subtitle. Star Fox Guard. Oh, that's not a Mario game.
Yeah. It also came out in 2016.
Yeah, see, I can recommend to avoid Color Splash, a terrible game. And I think Mario Party on the Wii U is not that great. Like the Switch ones are so much better.
There's Mario Bros. U, which is pretty good.
Yeah, Mario Bros. U is better on the Wii U than the Switch version.
And it's funny, you have the guy on the gamepad, and they can help. Or, as I like to play, try and put a block over their head as they're jumping over a hole.
Yeah, that is the one
superior way to play.
That is the one I will probably recommend at the top there for the Wii U is New Super Mario Bros. U and New Super Luigi U as well. Yeah. You got any others you want to shout out?
Oh, that's it, I think.
Tipping Stars is on both, LPD says. So, all right, I'll recommend Tipping Stars on behalf of LPD. I haven't played this one, and maybe I need to go get it on the Wii U right now. Yeah. It's unfortunately, everything is like on the Switch and potentially better on the Switch. Here's a suggestion. This is a little outside of the box here. The NES Remix games. Those are not available on the Switch yet. I hope those come over. That would be cool. All right. Thanks so much for the questions. We appreciate that. Next one here is from Darius.
Yes, Darius asks, unlimited bacon but no games, or no bacon and no games?
I think I picked the first one here. Now, for those not in the know here, Darius is referring to a classic question from the podcast Chuckle Sandwich, where they ask this question, but they don't ask this question. It's phrased differently. Unlimited bacon, but no games, or unlimited games but no games is the original question, I believe. Because this one's an easy answer. Like, okay, you get the option of unlimited bacon but no games, or no bacon, no games. Wouldn't you go with the unlimited bacon?
I mean, is this unlimited bacon going to appear suddenly all at once and crush you in a mountain of bacon?
I mean, what a way to go, though.
That's a terrible way to go. Bacon's
I don't think so.
Good.
I think you just have access to unlimited bacon.
Can you just make it appear in your fridge? Like every time you open your fridge, there's bacon in there.
Yeah, that's how I envision it. Sausage is better than bacon, says LPD. I don't know about that. I like sausage.
Not gonna lie, I generally don't like either of those things that much.
You don't like
ham
bacon?
Is delicious. Bacon's all right. It's too greasy.
I love bacon.
It's too fatty as well, which is why it's so greasy.
Man, I love a good bacon.
I mean, I would probably go with the unlimited bacon, and then I would sell my unlimited supply of bacon, and it would be all profits.
Yeah, and then if the option is on the table, unlimited games but no games, I want to know what that is. So that's what I pick. I'm willing to give up bacon to be stuck into the paradox of unlimited games but no games.
That's true. I'd be very tempted to go with that as well.
Like,
I mean, I don't really even like bacon. So.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Plus, having a bacon empire just sounds kind of exhausting.
Well, Darius, you asked the question wrong, but we still appreciate it. Thanks for asking a question. This was an old one. This was on like an old episode that I just did not see that we got a question on. So I apologize. It took us so long to give you this answer of we pick unlimited bacon. Okay. Next question, and last question, comes from Monkey Thunder. Another food-related question. Choose one. Which wait, how did he phrase this question? I copied this over weird. We have the option to choose just one thing. Which one do you pick?
Fries.
And it's a bunch of different styles of fries, French fries. Well, are Tots French fries? Here's the options.
Close enough.
Shoestring, crinkle, curly, waffle, sweet, steak, wedges, and Tots. You're working very hard on this question that you're putting into the notes.
I've
here.
made approximately 7 typos, and I had to keep fixing them.
Yeah, I'm like watching it real time. What is your answer to this, Micah?
Tots for sure.
Really?
I mean, steak / wedges might be close, but I also don't know what the difference between steak and wedges.
Okay.
They're the same thing. I mean, steak are just really big, right?
Yeah, steak fries are just really big fries. Wedges are just straight cut wedges. They are seasoned and crisped differently.
So that's okay. Yeah, wedges.
Steak fries, I think, are a little more bready usually than wedges.
Yeah, I feel like there are just more possibilities with Tots, but the wedges would be a close second because if they're done right, they're very good. I mean, that can kind of be said about all of these.
I was gonna say the same thing. For me, I think I'm gonna go waffle. I have not had waffle fries that aren't good.
I mean, they're just like regular fries, but you're eating a bunch of them at once.
But they're always like seasoned better than other styles of French fries.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything. I mean, none of these mean anything. They're all the same thing.
Yeah, and second place for me is curly fries.
Bold.
Yeah. What's your least favorite on this list?
I gotta look at the image again. What the heck is crinkle?
I think crinkle fries.
Those guys. Probably sweet.
Yeah, I think sweet is like the outlier here. Nobody's gonna be picking sweet fries over these others here. Crinkle fries though are always bland. No matter where I've had crinkle fries, they never are as good as any other fries.
Seasoned better.
Even when they're seasoned good, it's just the thickness to fry, and it's probably same problem with steak fries.
Well, then you don't season the outside; you season the inside.
What? How? You let the potato soak overnight. You let it marinate.
You get lots of really thin,
that is weird.
Needles essentially, and you stab the potatoes a bunch and let them soak.
That is bizarre. No. Well, there you go. There you have it. The definitive answer is for Micah, it's Tots, and for me, it's waffle. Yeah.
Yep.
So good. So good. French fries are great. Well, Micah, why don't we move to the last segment of our show here? It's time for the PAL topic. Wait, pause. We have a last-minute question here in the chat. Is Diet Coke acceptable to drink with breakfast? Like what like as a beverage with breakfast, or like you pour this on your cereal? What are we talking here, LPD?
I think with, like, as a side instead of OJ or something. But I'm going to say no.
In lieu of coffee.
But I'm going to say no, and that has nothing to do with it being morning. It's just that Coke is gross.
Oh, shots fired.
And it's unhealthy. Why are you drinking this gross thing? It's not even good for you.
Gosh. Just like insulting the audience. Everybody that doesn't.
I absolutely do not like cola and cheese or Pepsi.
I'm not a big soda drinker, and that just sounds awful for a morning drink to me.
Sure, it'd wake you up a little bit. You're like real
Yeah, I don't
tired. The
know.
carbonation.
I guess I don't do soda. And this is like a recent discovery for me, but it's like every time I drink like a carbonated anything, I just feel really bloated and gross. Afterwards, and so I've just cut it from my diet. I don't have soda like ever. But
I can
I
respect that.
also and I also don't drink coffee. So, uh, my morning beverage of choice definitely orange juice. Like an orange juice is a great morning drink, but I think occasionally like a chocolate milk. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Depends on
I
what you're
mean, will
eating.
you drink orange juice with your cereal?
No. Nope.
But okay, so you don't have a glass of orange juice as you eat your cereal.
Yeah, no.
I can
Those
respect
that part of
Sorry.
a part of a balanced part of a balanced breakfast junk. No. No. Balanced breakfast. Side tangent here. I know. Okay, Micah. I got an ad this week. Served to me on YouTube.
Is it about Metroid Prime Remastered?
No, it is about.
I've literally seen about 100 ads for that. Every time I
They know
do
you want
anything,
it.
every time I do anything, it's there.
Oh, I've been getting 100 ads for Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Like thousands. It knows who we are. We're seen. We're seen. The algorithm knows. No, I got an ad that was a family sitting at the table. It's dark outside. And they're like, "Mom, what's for dinner?" And you suddenly hear coming down the hallway, "Say it with me, cereal, cereal." It's Tony the Tiger. It's Tony the Tiger coming in, and they're like, "I guess we'll have cereal for dinner." And the kids go, "Yeah!" This is a real ad that I saw. This is insane. This is insane. Tony's gone too far, Micah. Tony the Tiger's gone too far.
Whoa. Let's be honest.
Oh.
Cereal is better at nighttime than it is in the morning.
Okay. I'm not going to say that I don't eat cereal at nighttime, but encouraging children to do it, that's not okay. We can't do this. They can't be marketing this.
They're still pretending that their cereal is healthy.
No, they're not. So, Tony the Tiger has never. He's just talked about how it helps you earn your stripes. Whatever the heck that means.
Yes.
I was baffled. I was so baffled. I was like, what is happening? What? I'm in a parallel dimension where we're getting cereal ads for dinner. Cereal versus ramen for late night snack. I between the two, it's cereal. It's just easier to make.
Yeah, generally cereal, but I mean, if I want something warm, that's my late night snack. Ramen's real
Just
good.
heat up the cereal, man.
Are you insane?
No, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, that's disgusting.
Hey, that might be good. You should try it.
Warm cereal?
Yeah, you just warm up the milk.
No one's ever tried it that I know of. A soup. It's a nice soup, a nice cereal soup.
Nice cereal soup. I mean, when you put it that way.
Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the pal topic.
I actually do like it.
Oh, wait, I started the bumper and you're
rookie mistake. Yeah, I saw you bobbing as I was finishing.
You're like, oh yeah, I like
it. Too late. I've already started. But oatmeal's good. Just half of the time, it's not so good on my bowels.
Yeah, I don't really like how it feels to eat oatmeal. How it sticks to you. You know what I mean?
It's very convenient. It's like you had the mama bird already chew your food for you.
That's so gross. That is not a selling point.
It's so easy. The mascot for oatmeal should be a bird.
Specifically
a mama bird.
Welcome to Breakfast Pals. Let's okay.
Someone made that commercial about the unicorn that poops that delicious ice cream.
Yes.
Someone needs to make a commercial like that, but it's a mama bird feeding you oatmeal.
The new Quaker ad campaign.
Yeah.
It's so gross. That's a horrible, horrible idea. All right. Well, we are going to move on on that fine note to the PAL topic. Following that crazy tangent, let's go to some more crazy tangents. We are going to be going over the top 5 weirdest Mario power-ups. Micah, do you have any nominees for this list?
I mean, nominees. Spring.
Yep.
Mushroom. What was that called? Is it spring mushroom?
I think so.
Yep, the spring mushroom. The spin drill. The bee.
The
mushroom?
spin drill? I don't think that's that weird.
It's kind of weird.
It's not. Yeah,
it's not a mushroom, which makes it weird.
Definitely out there. I
think the bee and the ghost mushrooms also kind of weird.
I want to nominate. There was one that I was like,
the Goomba shoes, specifically the high heels. Goomba
no,
shoes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh no, I've lost it. What was I going to say? I had one that I was like, oh yeah, we gotta talk about.
Is it the carrot?
The super crown.
Mario
The super crown.
Bunny?
I think that has to be the winner.
Evolves Toadette.
Yeah.
Evolves
into Peachette and Bowser into Bowsette.
I mean,
not non-canon there.
I was about to say like the catsuit thing. That's pretty weird, but they already had the carrot, which I had forgotten about, which turns you into Bunny Mario. So that's the original weird one for me.
Yeah, the carrot is weird.
I mean, you can change into a cloud with the cloud flower.
The PAL pill, which
I don't remember that one.
Turns you into eight
like the double cherry thing.
It's like a double cherry, but it turns you into an 8-bit version of yourself.
Oh, I see. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's weird, but I like that one. That was an interesting one. What is the Skinny Mario power-up called? You need to look this up right now.
Okay, I'll look up Skinny Mario.
Weird mushroom. It's just called the weird mushroom. Yep.
It's literally Mario. It's literally Mario with actual human proportions.
Well, no, you got to see like a gif of him running. So bad. It's so bad. That's the winner. All right, we need to narrow this into like a list of 5 here. So I think I 100% agree with you on the spring Mario needs to be here.
But there's nothing wrong with this.
His like back arches as he runs. He's like woo-hoo. Like running like a all these pictures of him like in motion look like he's sneaking around.
He just looks kind of like Waluigi a little bit.
Yeah, he does. He does. The thing is, you could like get other power-ups with it. There's like Cat Mario version of Weird Mario. Wait, there's him on a Yoshi? What on earth? Is that real? Goomba Shoe is a contender. Okay.
I mean, there's the Master Sword, which is just kind of weird because it's not Mario. You're suddenly Link.
So I have on the list so far, we got Spring Mario and Carrot. And how do you feel about putting the Super Crown on this list?
Sure.
I think that one deserves to be on the top 5. And I
also the Vanish Cap.
Vanish Cap? That's not that weird to be.
Kind of weird. I feel like it's relatively unique compared to a lot of these. I found the weird mushroom. Transforms Mario into a weird Mario, a skinnier version of Mario with Luigi's physics.
I think weird mushroom's the winner, man. I don't know. I mean, it's in the name. The top 5 weirdest Mario power-ups.
But at the same
Weird
time, it
mushroom.
makes him look more like an actual human being.
That's weird. That's
So
not okay.
is it actually a normal mushroom?
I don't like it. I don't like it, but I also love it. And it needs to come back. They didn't bring this back for Mario Maker 2. This is what I'm talking about, where Mario Maker 1 was better.
I mean, he's essentially just a regular person. I don't think that needs to be a thing.
It's so great.
Can you imagine running around New Donk City and you just look like a regular guy? I think. Are you looking at specific the high heel Goomba shoes?
Yeah, I think
There's the difference.
the high heel Goomba shoe is definitely.
It's a lot weirder to me.
This list online here has the penguin suit. I don't think the penguin suit's that weird, especially following up the Tanuki suit and the frog suit.
Yeah, I mean it's
like more
a
animals.
version of the cat suit, I guess. The Goomba mask is pretty
The
good.
pea balloon has always been kind of weird to me.
Pea balloon?
The one that makes him like inflate. It's very prominent.
Balloon Mario. Yeah, wow. No, I don't know if I've ever used that.
It's in Mario Maker like all the time.
Never played those levels apparently.
And it's prominently in Super Mario, but like the sprite animation for it is just so bonkers. You basically go like that one scene in Harry Potter where he blows up his aunt.
Oh, yeah.
You're that. And you fly around. I don't know, like we have a list. I have a list up here with all these different power-ups. And rock mushroom's kind of weird. You said spin drill's weird. Do you remember rock mushroom? It turns you into like a giant ball.
I remember you turn into Rock Mario. And then you roll around and destroy objects and enemies.
Yeah. That one is.
Totally didn't just read that, but
that one is weird. But I think I'm willing to go with the shoe on this list as like our final thin out here for 5.
Be our 5th.
Either that or like one of the multiplier ones.
Yeah, but those are cool.
Yeah, those are cool.
I mean, the shoes are also kind of cool, I guess, but it's just more of the same. If anything, it's extra normal since there's not just 2 Marios. Double the normal Mario.
Okay, so I'm finishing our list here. Now we have to sort these. What did I say we were adding? The shoe. Turbo. I think it's called the Turbo shoe.
I think it's just Goomba's shoe. According to this list.
Goomba's shoe. This
Specifically,
list.
the high heels.
Karibo's shoe.
Karibo's shoe.
Yeah. That's probably what it was originally called, Mario Bros. 3, but now it's just called Goomba shoe. Okay. So our 5 that we have right now, not listed in order, are Spring Mario, Carrot Mario. Is it just called the Carrot?
It's carrot. Yeah,
Carrot?
It's not even a mushroom. It's literally a carrot.
Super Crown, Goomba shoe, and Weird Mushroom.
Yep.
I think for me, what would you put at number 5 here?
I don't remember super well. The spring one essentially just turns Mario into a spring, right?
Yes.
And
his feet and head are sticking out either side of a spring, and then you can't stop jumping, and you jump really high when you hit the jump button.
Yeah, I was like, that one seems kind of weird. He's just like literally trapped. I'm looking at the picture now. He's literally just trapped inside of a spring.
Yeah, it's not a great power up to get either. You get it, and you're like, this sucks. We're just okay with the Tanuki because it's iconic. Yeah, and
It's
I
just
mean,
another animal one
it's
that
just
has
another
added.
like animal onesie. They have a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I mean, plus you can turn into stone or something, which is kind of weird. But okay, so
So you think Spring Mario should be high on the list?
high-ish. I feel like the turning uh Toadette into Peach is that weird. But also at the same time, I only remember three of them on this list.
I
Oh, carrot's real weird to me. Even though it
carrots.
is like essentially another animal one, it's like the first. And I think you like, are you just a straight up carrot? You're not like Mario in a suit.
Yeah, the bee costume wasn't weird, but his appearance was unsettling. Really? I thought it looked fine. I think the mushroom itself looked weird. It was like fuzzy. Like what? So you eat it? Like it's weird.
I don't know if you eat any of these.
I think for me on this list, Goomba Shoe is the least weird. Surprisingly.
What? But I mean, like, I think it was OPD. Da-da-da. LPD mentioned, why do Goombas jump around in a single boot with a wind up key? Like, even them just having a boot in the first place is weird and doesn't make sense.
Well, is there anything on this list that you think is less weird?
What's the list again?
Spring Mario, Carrot, Super Crown, Weird Mushroom, and Goomba's Shoe.
Hmm. I guess I could see. The Super Crown being the least weird,
Really?
even though it is kind of really unique
Yeah,
and it is pretty weird. But it's not even like a Mario power.
yeah.
It's
I was
the
gonna say,
other.
I think this would be weirder if it canonically did.
If it was Mario who's turning into Peach, absolutely top of the list.
If it turned everybody into like Peach likes, and the internet will fill in the gaps. Don't look up Super Crown. Don't do it. Just don't. Okay, so Super Crown and then Goomba Shoe. Um, we also have Weird Mushroom on the list. I want Weird Mushroom really high because it's unsettling to me that he
It
is the
is, I mean,
skinny tall guy.
but at the same time, if you really think about it, he looks more like a normal person.
I don't think that looks right. It looks wrong. Lanky Mario is weird. Although I
But
do
it's
love
essentially
Waluigi.
normal Mario in a weird world where everyone's really short and squat.
Yeah.
Except Peach. Peach is relatively normal, I guess.
Yeah, that's weird. But I think I'm okay with putting this one at number 3, I guess. You cool with that? Do you think Spring Mario and Carrot are weirder than Weird Mario?
No, I can accept that Weird Mushroom should be relatively high up.
Okay. So what should be next then?
Well, probably the carrot, I guess. I mean, there are a lot of animal ones.
Okay, so now we just need to decide which one's higher, Spring Mario or Weird Mushroom. I am honestly good with either order here.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just the spring Mario is unsettling. He's just literally trapped in a spring. It's not even like a power up. He just gets stuck. It's like a trap item.
Yeah. All right. We'll do it. Spring Mario is on top. So, our list is as follows. It's down at the bottom of the notes if you want to trade off with me here.
Oh man, we had notes I can look at to remember these things.
Yeah. Coming in at number 5 is the Super Crown.
And then number 4, the Goomba shoe,
Specifically the high heel.
the high heel.
Just
Yeah.
so weird. At number 3 is the carrot. It's just
Number
a carrot.
2, yeah. Number 2 is the weird mushroom.
And number 1 is Spring Mario. which I feel like is fair. Mario looks like he is in pain while using this power-up.
It does not seem like he's having a good time.
And that's our list of the top 5 weirdest Mario power-ups. What did you think of this list? Did we miss any weird power-ups? Let us know. Reach out to us on any of our social media platforms or respond. If you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify, you can leave a comment. Well, let's wrap this up. Micah, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on YouTube and Twitch at Micah Prime.
And you can find me at Andross1 on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Twitter. All those places. I am under the handle Andross1. And if you'd like to follow the show, you can do that by looking up Nintendo Pals. You'll find us. We're on all the social media platforms, except for Facebook. I am sorry, Facebook users. They literally wouldn't let us make a page there when we tried. They kept blocking our page. So, don't need it. And if you would like to support the show, beyond just leaving us a 5-star review, which you wonderful, wonderful people probably already have left us a 5-star review. If you haven't, scroll down and do it right now. You could support the show on Patreon, patreon.com/NintendoPals, where for as little as $3 a month, you can become a supporter of the show, a Patreon pal, and get a special shout out, which we close out with here, the Patreon Pokey Rap.
We gotta rap some Patreon.
You just do the singing. I'll take care of the hard part.
Let's get it on.
We want to be the best that ever was. And shout out our pals over on Patreon.
LPD, Rizzle, Retro Project Day, U-Dog Gamer, Slim Tour, Spider Shed, Solo Something, Brian, Little Miss 7, and Cosmic.
Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Patreon.
K-Mac and Team, Third Strongest Move, Tim the Nintendo Daddle, and Seth Sturgill, Monkey Thunder, Purple Yoas, Dat Fast John, and Lava Plays too.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch 'em all. Patreon. Let's get 150 or more, yeah, please. To be a Patreon donor is your destiny.
Thank you all so much for listening, and we will talk to you next episode.